To the desk. Let's talk about Dwight for a moment.
Wait a minute. Who wants to play with Kobe?
Oh, you're about to go blasphemous.
Why isn't there no free agents or people knocking down the door to play with Kobe Bryant? He's had the best 3 centers in the past 15 years. Ain't nobody got a good word about him. Nobody wants to come play. You should want to come play with Kobe.
Are you surprised that Dwight left after all the effort you put in personally, too, to try and convince him to stay?
Not really.
Because?
Well, because I felt like he was going, after the meet, I felt like he was going to go to Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
So he basically, he didn't give you the confidence to say, was he just sort of wishy-washy at the time?
Honestly, man, I really don't give a I mean, it is what it is.
No,
If he came back, it would have been great. If he didn't, it's not. So it's not, it is what it is.
Friend him.
There's nothing wrong with what he said. He's tired of it. Let's not talk about it. But Nelly's talking about it. You had a lot to say about Kobe Bryant.
Like I brought it up.
So,
of course I got a lot to say.
We just heard what you had to say. Do you still feel that way? Clarify your position, because you feel as if people did not hear you well.
No, first off, if you listen to that, obviously you did not play the first statement that I made.
We took you out of context.
I was like, yo, he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, one of the greatest players to ever play. He's definitely one of the greatest scorers to ever play. My problem was saying that maybe his leadership and nurturing young talent is not, it's not the best that everybody needs to be sometimes, and he does not bring along that extra I make you better factor. I don't see him making other players better. I'm not saying that he hasn't won with other players in a sense of, okay, they're being on the team, but I didn't feel like he made players better. And that's a double-edged sword, because I think young players come in and they are playing with Kobe, so it's kind of a shock factor. I'm playing with Kobe Bryant, but I think that chemistry that it takes to raise young talent is on and off the court. Now, if you're a blue-collar guy, you put your tie on every day and you come to work and your day starts when you hit the arena door, then cool. But if you're young and you need nurturing and you need to know that, this is your brother on the court and not just your teammate, because, some people need that, then you got to step outside that box. And I just think that quality is something that he doesn't do. That's all I'm saying.
Doesn't nurture talent, young talent.
Yeah, you can quote that, and then you can forget everything else I said.
Just want to
go ahead. No. I know how y'all do around here. You can have it, because I know you can.
I'm just saying. I want
Talk
to make
about
sure
your boy. Did you call him and tell him I was coming?
I want to make sure you finish, number one. Number two, I want to make sure that you don't accuse nobody of taking you out of context. We don't want to do that with you, Nelly. You family.
No, come on.
Ain't nobody going to take you out of context.
Well, I argue with family the most.
No doubt. Let's break this down.
Come on.
Stop the nonsense, because you are.
Come on, I know you want to keep your interview. Come on.
That's kind of low.
I know you want to keep your interview with Kobe.
Couch and be nice.
Don't worry, I got this.
Watch yourself, Sean.
I got this.
Get him.
There's plenty of people that have sat down and interviewed with me, Nelly, that can't stand me, and I've interviewed Kobe about 15 times.
And he loves you.
That's right. And Dwight Howard, I spoke to him too. So what'd that make me?
Come on.
What it makes me is objective. Now let's not go there.
No, I ain't going there. Come on.
No, let's break it down. Kobe Bryant, it's interesting that you say what you said, because you talk about his leadership. My question to you would be, and maybe it's rhetorical, what defines a leader? Last time I checked, Nelly, it ain't always about getting along with somebody. It's about getting the job done.
I never said he got along. He had to get along with them.
No. Well, you talking about, certain guys.
You have to make them believe.
Wait a minute.
You have to make them believe that.
Wait a minute.
They're capable of winning.
All right. Check this out. You are Kobe Bryant. Now let's talk this. Let's go to the MJ route.
Okay.
Because I know you know MJ. So you have to know that a lot of dudes didn't necessarily like him.
Of course.
You also have to know that MJ could care less, because MJ was about winning, okay?
Of course.
You had cats coming in the elevator, members of the Chicago Bulls, and Scottie Pippen sitting there with his rah-rah self telling him, come on, bring your A game today, bring your A game. And MJ looked at them, man, please, bring A game. Because you bring A game.
Okay.
Because that's how he dogged his teammates sometimes, okay? He got on them. They feared Michael Jordan. They feared being around him sometimes because he could be so hard on them, okay? Now, what did we do? We applauded it. Skip knows this because you covered MJ. They applauded it. MJ, that was MJ. Kobe Bryant is not some dude looking for a chip. He's got 5. He's won 5 rings. Now, granted, Shaq and him won 3 together. Shaq left. He got 2 on his own with Gasol and the ailing, perpetually injured Andrew Bynum. But he got it done. Went to 3 straight NBA Finals, won 2 rings. Dwight Howard comes in there, and Dwight Howard goes like this. Nelly, Well, I don't know if I want to be here. This is day one. You ain't play a game yet.
So
Don't get me wrong.
What does that mean? He played, he stepped on the court?
Wait. Because that's what I wanted to understand. I didn't get on Dwight Howard. I have been a defender of Dwight Howard. But what I'm saying
you don't have to be a defender. He didn't do anything. He played, and he was hurt. Like, what is it to defend?
No. Here's what it is. Well, if you listen to Skip, you know there's a lot to defend.
I mean, of course.
You're about to listen to Skip.
Of course.
That's right. All I'm saying to you is Dwight Howard came in there from day one with apprehension about wanting to be a Laker. He was clear about wanting to be a Brooklyn Net. The Lakers were clear about wanting him, and they used Kobe and others to try to coax him into it. Kobe is like, yo, what should make you want to stay here are the rings, are the championships.
What you mean? He ain't got nothing to do. He ain't got nothing to do with them rings. Ain't no guarantee that them rings are going to continuously come.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
So he should want to stay here to look up at the Raptors on rings that his name is not on?
No.
Why should he want to stay?
Come on, Nelly.
Listen, let me ask you this. Why, as a grown man, do you put yourself in a situation that you cannot win? You do not do that. That's not intelligent.
No.
You don't put yourself in a situation where you cannot win. Meaning, if you become a Laker,
you're changing it.
No, I'm going by what you're saying.
You're going to the end. I'm taking you back to when he first arrived in L.A.
Come on with
he didn't want to be there because he wanted to be with Brooklyn. I'm saying to you, if I'm a champion and I'm a 5-time world champion, I got to sit here and kiss your butt and coax you into staying when I'm saying, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This franchise,
if you want to win,
this franchise has been winning because somehow, some way, while a multitude of other franchises outside of the Boston Celtics don't seem to find the ingredient, this organization usually does what it takes.
Yeah. Are we talking about the Lakers or are we talking about Kobe? I agree, the Lakers organization is the greatest basketball organization.
But that's what Kobe's position was, Nelly.
No, it's not.
Go ahead.
Did he say that?
Yes.
When? What?
Yes,
how?
Many times.
Where? Pull it up.
Yes.
Pull it up. Roll it back. Let me see him say that.
We're at clapping already, huh?
Let me hear him say that. Yeah, because look what you're doing. Because we talked about it. You ain't gonna bag me in the corner.
I ain't bagging you in the corner.
It don't matter. You got your arms folded. You got your legs crossed. You got your head tilted. You know what I mean? And that's cool. That's fine. He got his hands crossed. He ain't even spoke yet. But listen, the Lakers organization, no doubt, is one of the greatest organizations ever in sports.
Well,
I love Magic Johnson. Even Magic's upset with me, and that hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Because I think Magic Johnson is one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm not saying that. We're talking about this guy. We're not talking about the shirt that he puts on.
But it's based on what he said, Nelly. That's what I'm saying.
Listen,
aren't you holding him accountable for what he said?
If that guy wasn't there, how do you know he doesn't want to come play with the Lakers?
No, I understand your point about that. That's clear.
No, but that ain't what you said.
No. Because I'm going back to what you were alluding to. You were talking about the absence of leadership. I'm saying to you that in Kobe's mind, look, this is what we're bringing to the table.
In Kobe's mind, nobody is in Kobe's mind.
I'm telling you what he said.
We're talking about what was said.
I'm telling you what he said.
Come on, cuz.
Time out.
Go ahead.
Get in there, Mr.
He
Bayless.
said he didn't want to talk about it.
Go ahead.
Kobe Bryant is the closest thing we have seen to Michael Jordan. I think we all agree on that.
Definitely.
Yep.
Let's go back to Michael Jordan. Do you think Scottie Pippen chose to play with Michael Jordan? Nope. He got drafted by Jerry Krause and the Chicago Bulls. Do you realize that in the 10 years that Scottie Pippen played with Michael Jordan took 7,500 more shots than Scottie Pippen took? Do you think Pippen loved that? I was there covering the teams. He did not love that. Do you think dudes loved playing with Michael Jordan to get shots, to have fun? No, they did not.
Okay.
Michael Jordan once punched Steve Kerr in the jaw during practice.
Hey.
So my point is, people went there to win rings. Ron Harper, on his last legs, you'll remember this, at the end, he was a superstar in the making when he came out of college. You remember this?
Before he hurt his knee.
Before he hurt his knee. And it was a shame to watch what happened to him. But he said, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to suck it up, and I'm going to play with the greatest because I want to win some rings. And he did. And I will show you that there's one player who did choose to go play with Kobe Bryant late in his career, and that player won 2 MVPs, and his name is Steve Nash. And at age 38, he said, get me to Los Angeles to play with the greatest player we have going right now.
That's a 38-year-old guy who has played his career and not in his prime on the backside of his career. Obviously, he wants to go play. You had Carmelo in the Lakers uniform.
Here's the problem with your argument.
You had Carmelo.
Here's the problem with your argument.
We ain't going nowhere.
You are making your case on the worst case scenario you could make, which is Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard.
For real?
Time out. I don't care about getting interviews or anything. I'm just going to lay it on the line.
Come on with it.
Okay. Dwight Howard has low mental toughness. Dwight Howard could not take the heat of the Los Angeles spotlight and the pressure that Kobe Bryant put on him day after day. Listen, the pressure Kobe put on him to finally live up to his enormous potential, to finally rise above his no free throw making self. That's Dwight Howard.
The man was hurt. The man was hurt. The man played 1 year.
He was well enough to play.
Why does he not get credit for playing hurt? Why does that not rank only when Kobe's hurt? Why only Kobe get
fun for him.
Answer that,
He
Playboy.
fled. He
Answer
fled
that.
LA.
Answer why he does not get credit for playing hurt like Kobe gets credit for playing hurt.
Who cares?
Which is unphenomenal. That's what I'm saying.
He's healthy now.
But
He's healthy now.
Is that justice?
Do you think he wanted to sign long term? Did you think he wanted to be the heir apparent to Kobe Bryant? No, he did not.
Come on, bro.
He can't take the pressure.
He wants to get treated fairly.
Can I chime in?
Yeah,
let me chime in, please. Because see, first of all, by the way, the interview stuff. You know what? My check.
Yeah, talk about it. Get your money.
So let's be clear about that.
And by the way, Jerry Jones should accept it.
Why won't he talk to you?
It's all right. I don't care. I like to interview people because I don't want people to think that I sit in this desk and talk about them, but I'm scared to talk to them.
It's a good point.
I get paid whether they talk to me or not. Here's the deal. Let's be clear. As it pertains to Dwight Howard, I believe that Dwight Howard, when healthy, is the best big man in the game. He's refuted that. I believe that.
He's proved it.
Listen to me. Listen. No, stay with me. Forget that for a second. You can deal with him in a minute. Dwight Howard, when healthy, is the best big man in the game. Dwight Howard, unhealthy, with a bad back and all, was still good for 18 and 12. Dwight Howard, to me, is a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year that easily would have been 4 times if he hadn't hurt his back his last year in Orlando. All of these things are true. Nobody is disputing any of what Dwight Howard brings to the table.
Now, don't say nobody.
No. He's somebody. He's talking about 2 things: his free throw shooting and his post game, which Dwight Howard admits he needs to improve. There's nothing wrong with that.
But Hakeem Olajuwon has changed all that.
I just think that he's big time, even with those impediments in his game. So that's not the issue. But where I take issue with your point is when we talk about Kobe Bryant and how cats don't like him or didn't want to play with him or whatever the case may be. I'm telling you right now, first of all, Dwight Howard wanted to be in Brooklyn. He never wanted to be in L.A. He had to settle for L.A. because he elected to opt in and put himself in the hole, and Brooklyn was no longer an option. So now the priority was getting the hell out of Orlando, and L.A. was the landing spot. But he didn't want to be there. You're Kobe Bryant. You're Nelly. Look at what you do. Look at what you've done in this game. And somebody comes up to you, even though they've got mad potential. They're coming to you, and the mandate is for you to appease them?
Well, first off, let me say this.
That's what it was.
It's different. It's a different time. Kobe Bryant is not the best player in the league no more.
Not right.
He's not.
But that's only because of LeBron's greatness.
No, that matters because when you're talking about Michael Jordan, he was the best player in that league at that time, and it wasn't even close. So of course he can go on that tirade. Of course he can do that. He's not the best player in that league. He's probably down at least to 4th or 3rd.
Pause. Kobe Bryant, averaging 27 a game in his 17th season. Why is he not the best? Because of LeBron, because of Kevin Durant, because of cats that Dwight Howard wasn't going to play with.
Well, he wasn't going to play with. He didn't have a choice to play with them.
He wasn't going to Oklahoma City. He wasn't going to Miami.
He didn't have a choice to play with them neither. Let's not say that. Let's not act like them teams came calling and he didn't go.
No.
Okay, but that's how you put it in that context.
He's the best. No, I did put it in that context.
You did. You said he's not playing with them.
Is me putting in that context.
Boy, you
I just finished saying the guy's the best big man in the league. Clearly, any team will want you to have
he's not going to play with them.
Wait a minute. I'm saying to you that he wasn't going to play with them. Those weren't his team. I was comparing them to Kobe. That was the only reason I used it in that context.
But what I'm saying is that you act like Skip's point, he brought up Michael Jordan in a sense, and you brought up Michael Jordan saying, nobody, everybody didn't like playing with Michael Jordan. Well, first of all, he is the greatest to ever play. He was the greatest at that time. Nobody was even close. You're talking about now, today, Kobe. He's not the greatest Kobe that we've ever seen. So what? There's options.
Well, first of all,
there are options. That's all I'm saying.
Nelly, check this
there
out.
was no options when Jordan was
Nelly,
playing.
check it out.
There are no options.
I believe Houston was a better option in LA. I was on the record saying that. I have no problems with that.
Right.
I think that Houston with James Harden and even Chandler Parsons and those boys and their youth, it's a better option than the Lakers. But the issue at hand is that if you are a 5-time champion, you can't stand up and go,
pride is not going to get you
I didn't say
players.
pride.
Well, you keep saying it like, yo, I don't have to kiss nobody's butt to play. That's pride. I don't have to do this to play. I don't have to go out and recruit to play. You should want to come play because these are the rings. I'm only quoting what you said. This is the land of the rings.
No, that's part of what I said before you interjected. What I tried to say is, I am something else.
I see it.
Because I'm trying to explain something to you. I'm telling you this.
You're chasing your tail, though.
Not at all.
You are.
Not at all. You're not hearing me. I'm telling you, if you have 5 rings and you are still in a position to compete, you are saying to a dude who has never won a ring, who's telling you that's what he wants, you're saying, excuse me, it's not just about me. It's also about you, and it's about the organization you're playing for and their ability to get stuff done. So why do people need to come at you that way? Make your decision. What's wrong with that?
Listen, hold up.
What's wrong with that?
If the organization is going to get things done, then they're going to get it done. We are going to see what the organization is going to do now. We're going to see what this organization is going to bring in to put around, what'd you say he averaged? 22 in Kobe. 27?
27.
Yeah.
27, which, albeit may, he's coming off an injury, and too much said, the league is much, much better when Kobe Bryant is playing.
Right.
No doubt. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And he's my son's favorite player. My son didn't talk to me for a month.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He probably won't talk to me when I get home. But that's cool.
Okay, look.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to give you this.
Yeah, I'm dead.
I want to give you and your son this point. Kobe is on his last legs now. We all know that. Coming off the most serious surgery to me that you can have late in your career, this Achilles thing, I don't know what he's going to be. What's this, his 18th year now? Yeah. That's a lot of basketball, a lot of miles on those knees. Okay, so remember, last year, to your point, to your credit here, Kobe Bryant took 60 more shots than anybody else in the league, 60 more than Russell Westbrook took in Oklahoma City in 4 fewer games. Okay, that's too many. That's got to come back down. So to your point, if we want to do today, does any superstar want to play with Kobe Bryant today? No, not really, because where are you going with him now? I don't know if he's going to keep shooting the ball at that pace. And coming off the surgery, I don't know what he's going to have left.
Which brings me back to the organization. If you're saying that, then it's good for the organization to step in and try to you got to make other players that's coming in.
That's a whole nother
subject.
Nelly, how we doing? How we doing, Shody?
We good.
No, you sure?
Oh, by the way,
because it's
by the way, with everything you saying, the one thing you glossed over, Houston got to get it done, don't they?
Why wouldn't they?
I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't they?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't they get it done?
Are you on the record? They're going to win the West?
No, you're not. Don't do it to yourself.
Do it. Don't do it. We got to know.
Win the West.
Don't do that.
Houston gonna win the West.
Okay, good. We got him on record.
On the record.
You know better than that.
Houston gonna
you just
win
being
the West.
emotional because you coming back.
Houston,
you know better.
Are y'all emotional?
You know better.
You are emotional. You pounding and carrying on.
You didn't folded your arms like my sister or something, then kicked your leg over and then fold back like this.
Houston's good.
You know what I'm saying?
They're about a year away.
Twitter question for you.
Come on,
good, but they're about a year away and you know it.
After this debate,
they can get it done.
the question is, who is the best debater, Skip or Stephen A?
That's a question?